back to my channel.
What's up, it's Haley.
We're going to do some frequently asked questions for college students. I'm doing this video while I'm still a student because I only have a month left. I'm kind of freaking out, but not really. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be doing chokers and charms and VAUT post-college. So that's my plan. After college, I am moving into my basement.
That's what I have going on.
Why did I choose the college? Okay, precursor, I went to Georgia College for 2 years. After 2 years, I realized my education could be better fulfilled at a bigger university with a fashion program. So I decided on Georgia. So that's why I ended up at UGA. So biased, but I think it's the best school. Are you happy being a student at college? I am happy, but I think it is important to recognize, I guess, a mental health bit. I think everyone goes through ebbs and flows of happiness in college. It's not all fun and games, honestly. I would say that I'm sad, stressed, I'm anxious. Honestly, I go through funks of depression, and I'll just like be really real with you guys. I am happy a lot of the time. I would say that that is on behalf of my friends and family. But yes, there are some struggles. Academics can cause stress and anxiety and depression, but also a heavy workload. And that's something that I've gone through with my college experience, having a company for 5 years. I definitely experienced those feelings of torment, honestly. Like, they keep me up at night with having anxiety pretty bad. There'll be nights that I can't sleep because I'm so anxious about customers' expectations, other people's expectations of the company. When people talk to me and say that the company is one thing when I feel like it's behind, I just feel like I'm always living up to an expectation. But like I said, everyone goes through those ups and downs. I've experienced them since my freshman year of college. That's just life for everybody. I feel like that's gonna not just be specific to just college. Okay. If you could go back, would you choose this college again? If I could go back, I wish I would have pushed myself more in high school. UGA is a really hard school to get into, and I don't think I had confidence in myself to get in here off the bat. With UGA, you have to be like
The most supreme student ever
to get into right off the bat. So I commend everyone that was able to do that for 4 years. What's your favorite thing about the school? I would have to say the school spirit here. I have a 2 college experience. So I was at Georgia College for 2 years. I'm at UGA for 2 years. My favorite thing about the school is the school spirit. When I was there, it was definitely like a family vibe, and everyone was really proud to say that they went to Georgia College. Being at UGA, it is genuinely like just a known bond, and you share it with the students in particular. Not only that, you share it with all the dog fans across Georgia, across the country, or anywhere else. Honestly, the bond that you have with the students that you're graduating from, that you can genuinely claim the school, is just such an incredible feeling. That's something that I feel like I am so honored I get to take away. What don't you like about the school? I would say if you go to UGA, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Orbit at Tate Center any time of day. Okay? I'm just gonna leave it there.
Orbit at Tate Center any time of day.
Least favorite thing about UGA. That's all I gotta know. Do you feel challenged in your coursework? I'm a fashion major. My sister's a marketing major. She just stopped MIS for marketing. My boyfriend is a finance major. My other roommate is a public health major. I would say that their coursework is more challenging as far as rigor goes. Mine is more networking, people skills. It's kind of the psychology behind a consumer. It's kind of easier, I would say, because it's something that we all do. Everyone shops. We all are consumers. So you're just putting yourself in the mindset of the consumer, learning about them, learning how to sell to them. It's a lot of cross-functional teams working together. So I'll be put on a group with some of my peers, and we will work to either execute constructing a new company, doing business development for a simulation company, or we're doing like retail math and working with the textiles. So that is something that I think is just really fun. I would say that it's challenging because you have to be really okay with working with other people, because that is what the fashion industry is. It's always like cross-functional teams. How long will it take you to graduate, and why? When I transferred, I was very lucky to have all of my credits transfer over seamlessly. It wasn't that big of a deal to transfer all of my credits immediately dumped out into UGA's requirements. I'm graduating on time in 4 years. Right now, I think the stats at 34% of students graduate in 4 years. Whenever you hear somebody out and they're like, oh, I'm a 5th year, there almost is this feeling that they have, oh, I'm a 5th year. That's what they say. But honestly, when I hear that, I'm like, that's fine, because it's almost become like a new standard because college is getting so hard. I would say that having an expectation on yourself to graduate in 4 years is a lot of pressure. Don't do it to yourself if you don't have to, because a lot of people will pick up minors or double major, and even that can push it back. But for me in particular, I'm just a fashion merchandising major, so 4 years was just enough for me. and I'll be done in a month. How approachable are the professors, college staff, and the college president? I have the best professors I could ever have dreamed of. I tried to connect with professors at Georgia College and I did get that experience, but at UGA in particular, this has been something that has completely transformed my life. The professors that I have are mentors and friends, and they look out for me. Anytime something incredible will happen in my life, I'm literally so giddy to talk to them about it. I want them to know what's going on. They want to hear. They're super personable. They really do their best to make sure that they're shaping us into the respective professionals that we're going to be one day, and they genuinely care. I would say all of my professors care for us literally like their own kids. I'm a family consumer science student because I'm fashion merchandising. It's in the College of Family and Consumer Science. All of the people there are just incredible in working with the students. What is dorm life like? My dorm life situation was a little crazy. It was a little crazy. It was crazy. What do you do on the weekend? On the weekends, you can catch me at Silver. I'm just usually there. That's where my friends are. That's where we all meet up and unwind. After a long week, we'll go out. My sister works at Silver. My roommate works at Silver. My boyfriend works at Silver.
My best friend works at Silver.
That's usually where I go to unwind and just be thankful the week is over and just decompress with my friends. Or like Bar South, that's another fun one. I'm usually found in Silver, Bar South, or if things are crazy,
I don't know why I'm doing this.
maybe there. Do students usually stay on campus on the weekends? I would say yeah. Everybody usually is staying here because the campus life is so active. There's usually something going on every single weekend for students to go to. I only live 40 minutes away, so for me, I usually will pop in for a meal and then come back. My room is here. That's where all my things are, so I guess I'd stay here often. What is your favorite place on campus and why? Okay, honestly, my favorite place on campus is right outside the stadium. I love being on the bus and being able to look out the window and see, it's always empty, but like the empty stadium, but it's really just like, I guess I have a lot of pride being here and getting to see that on my way to class. Are the hours of campus facilities convenient for students? I would say yes. Everything's like 24 hours. UGA, with it being a big SEC school, we're very lucky and fortunate to have the resources that are provided to all of the students. Everything is usually accessible for us anytime we would like it. Are there any school traditions? Yes, it's UGA. We call the dogs.
Ain't nothing finer in the land. Ain't nothing finer in the land. They're drunk, obnoxious, Georgia fans. They're drunk, obnoxious, Georgia fans. Go, Dogs! Go, Dogs!
That's kind of what you do whenever the game is going good or you guys win a game and someone will call the dogs. It's just like a big chant. Another tradition is right before every game they play the Who's Baba O'Reilly. It's a good one. Is a car necessary? For me, yes, a car is necessary because I live a couple miles away, like maybe 2 miles away. I mean, the drive is only 10 minutes, but that's because it's a lot of stop and go because there's so many students here. If I am getting up early enough, I can park downtown in the parking deck, but if I don't have enough time to do that, because I usually don't because I sleep in, I will just drive my car to the parking deck by class. It's just cheaper to park downtown if you get up early enough. How is public transportation near campus? UGA buses, we're very thankful to have them.
Oh my gosh.
It is quite the feat to get on an Orbit, which is what I take. It's the most popular bus. Orbit goes everywhere. Like, it goes all over campus. And so everyone's like, if in doubt, get on an Orbit. If you're going during a class change, oh my gosh, allot yourself enough time to get on an Orbit. What extracurricular activities are you involved in? I am a FIMU here, and I am a senior. So I've done it for 4 years, 2 years at Georgia College and 2 years at UGA. And it's really fun because you have date nights, socials, formals, semis, all of that fun stuff. I would recommend it. For me personally, it's given me connections. How is Wi-Fi on campus? Well, Wi-Fi is great. until it's not. That's all I have to say. Do you have any advice on financial aid? I pay for everything. I pay for school, my sorority, my bills, my rent. I pay for everything. I have to budget a lot. I do have student loans, but it's just affecting my tuition right now. I guess my advice would be just be on top of your student loans and what you're taking out year to year if that is something that you're pursuing. Whenever you go through college, sometimes it can get cheaper the more you go, so you need lesser loans. So it's important to be on top of your loans and make sure that you're not just re-upping the same loan that you had from the previous year if you only need a certain amount versus what you were taking out. Do you have any advice for applying for housing? I would recommend, if you are going into college, you're a senior in high school and you're looking for a roommate, look up whatever university you're going to, class of the year you're gonna graduate college. So for me, UGA class of 19. You'll see anyone using hashtags for their graduation parties or whatever. Maybe they're posting pictures and they're hashtagging where they're going. Whenever you look up those hashtags, you can see those people. And sometimes they even have somebody who's like made an account for upcoming students and then just go and creep so hard until you find somebody that looks normal. What's your favorite class? One of them was the history of dress. So I've learned designers, different styles and looks. I've learned trend forecasting. So that's like anticipating trends coming in next. Fashion's very cyclical. It's just literally like a loop. And it's just being able to predict which era is coming in next, and then you can build the trends that are coming in with more of like a current vibe. We were really being able to express our creativity and we were challenged every day. I've also taken an apparel econ class, which was really interesting, being able to see the global market basically in regards to mostly fast fashion and pushing sustainability. That's a big thing that's going on right now in my industry, is being able to create sustainable products. So I've learned honestly a lot. Maybe I'll do a senior video of like, what have I learned? Are your classes lecture based or discussion based? My classes are probably more discussion based. We are doing a lot of collaborative things. Fashion is always now, like it's always now. And if it's not now, then it's behind. But there is value to know in the history of fashion because, like I said, it's cyclical, so it's good to have it all coming back around. I think because of that, we are so collaborative, so it's more discussion based. We learn lectures and then we talk out kind of where we're seeing it in the industry. Is there diversity on campus? I would say that this is a extremely diverse campus. I have friends from all kinds of different backgrounds, and I think it's really, really cool being able to see that in my classes, because in fashion you want as many perspectives as possible because it really helps you hone in on different trends that are coming through. So I think diversity is key in a college. I know that it really helps shape students. Are internships available? How do you find them? Internships are available. For me, in my major, I had the opportunity to take an internship class. So if you want to take an internship and you're at the University of Georgia and you're a fashion major, you have to take this course that is prepping you. And so whenever you take that class and you're at UGA, you have a professor who gives you like the networking Bible. It is something that she has been constructing for years. So anytime someone's done an internship in the past or she's crossed paths with somebody in our industry, only students who are fashion merchandising majors that take this internship course get this printed out copy. And you only get it if you're in those classes. It's only on paper, and you only get one copy literally ever. How visible is your school's alumni association on campus? I am a fashion major. I have 1 month until I'm an alum, but I've already seen alum on campus all the time. We have events all the time, and I'm really excited because being able to see them on campus so often has made me very excited to be an alum. It's like it's not all over. I'll have a whole new chapter of life to take on this industry with. But also UGA has different chapters in different cities that you can be a part of. Being in a sorority, I'll be able to claim alum from FIMU, and that's a whole nother group that I can have as support going off into the real world and have different events that I can come back and be at UGA for. What kind of hands-on practical experience have you had in and outside of the classroom? Like I mentioned previously, we had different business simulation opportunities. I've probably created 4 or 5 mock companies in the 2 years I've been here alone, full on created companies that honestly could have just been put out there. So in that regard, it's really cool that you have those kind of opportunities to do that. And it's kind of helped fill in the gaps that I have with my current companies right now, being able to simulate these out with different minds because it's all collaborative and cross-functional with these different people I'm working with. And I think it's been really helpful to see their perspective on taking on a new company. That's been really helpful. Also, my internship was in Atlanta with Carol's Collections. It's a wholesale company that is in Atlanta's Apparel Mart. Being able to see the back end of the industry, under a woman who is the CEO of her own company, being able to see all the hats in such close quarters was really helpful. I got to see leadership skills. I got to see what it means to be a buyer by being a wholesaler and understanding the buying industry, manufacturing industry. That was just so helpful. If you can get yourself in an internship, I think it is almost essential at this point. Like, it is such an incredible opportunity that I think everyone needs to try and do. Whether you go to college or not, try and get yourself submersed somewhere in the industry or where you would like to be one day and try and get some work experience.
Do I have tacos on my mouth?
No. Cindy, why do you like UGA?
Because I can make tacos.
For you. Is there anything that you would say to a worried senior in high school about college?
Don't miss out on new experiences that you may like sit back and be like, oh, I don't want to go. I say go to all of them. Even when it's a lot, you go, because it's fun. All right, this is too serious.